Hi friends, I am John Laspina, and I only expected to lose weight when I started a ketogenic diet about 4.5 years ago. And all these other amazing things happened to me. This is what I want to share with you. Most people are fighting the weight battle. Many people go on diets to lose the fat, to lose the weight, usually around the belly and around the obliques and the butt. Right? All the places that we want to lose weight. And there are hundreds of diets out there that are restrictive. And one of the diets is a ketogenic diet, where you stop eating a lot of carbohydrates and sugar. You pull your carb count down to below 20 total grams of carbohydrate a day. You have a moderate amount of protein in animal products and plant products, and a very high healthy fat, and you lose weight. What happens in the process of losing weight, you start to feel different in other forms, other ways. You have a clear mental acuity. All of a sudden, you can talk more articulately, more fluently. You can find the words to express yourself more succinctly. If you're studying something or reading something, you're super focused. So there's that brain mental acuity that just boosts, because the brain prefers ketones over glucose, and the brain thrives on omega-3 fatty acids that you're getting from lowering your omega-6 and making sure your omega-3 are high. Other wonderful things that happen other than weight loss, some people experience better eye health. They see better. People who wear reading glasses like I do, because I'm 57 and a half years old. I started around 53 or 54. Everybody gets that as they get older. I noticed myself, I can see smaller things. Now, I'm not 100% back to the way I was before, but my vision is pretty improved. I'm impressed, and I honestly think it's my way of eating. Maybe it's the ketones or the omega-3 fatty acids or just healthy fats and proteins that are nourishing my eye. I just notice, and many people notice, you have better eye health. Hearing, I don't know if a lot of people get this benefit at all, and I have no way to prove this. I have always had really great hearing. I have near perfect pitch musically, and I noticed that when I started eating this way, things got even better, more acute. I can hear things better. I can distinguish sounds better. And musically, because I'm a singer and I play some musical instruments, I found, the brain, I found that my performance is better and more enjoyable. It's hard to explain, but I think the ketones are helping that area of my brain where music is processed. Taste buds. Many people who are trying to lose weight and they go on a ketogenic diet, they notice that after they get the taste of sugar out of their mouth, it takes a couple of weeks to a month. All of a sudden, the taste buds that tasted sweetness constantly, because in the standard American diet, a lot of stuff has added sugar, and there's a lot of fructose sweeteners, right? And when you stop that for a while and you eat your healthy foods, your beef, your pork, your poultry, your fish, your eggs, your lamb, your butter, your beef tallow, there's a tiny little bit of sweetness in the butter. There's a little bit, if you're having some vegetables, there's actually some sweetness in the broccoli and in the asparagus. Believe it or not. And you'd never know that they were considered sweet until you got rid of all the super sweet stuff you've been eating all your life. All of a sudden you taste things better. Your taste buds are heightened. Things taste really good. An example with me is I never liked bitter things. I didn't like coffee. I didn't like dark chocolate. I really hated the taste of broccoli, the methane. I don't know. I just thought it was really awful. And when I started eating this way, I tasted broccoli for the first time and thought, oh my goodness, this is not gross. I actually can taste the broccoli and it's good. Now, I don't eat a lot of broccoli now because I'm more carnivore-ish, but I can eat broccoli now. Dark chocolate I never liked. I don't eat a lot of chocolate anymore because of the high oxalate content, but I used to not like the bitterness of it. I would prefer milk chocolate. And then when I started eating keto, I thought, oh my gosh, this is like a delicacy, this dark chocolate. And as I said, I don't have that much anymore. Coffee. I was never a coffee drinker. All of a sudden, I taste the flavor of the coffee bean in my mouth. I like it. And I drink coffee every morning black. I don't add anything because I want to stay in a fasted state until my first meal. Then later in the day, if I have a cup of coffee, I actually put butter in my coffee. Maybe a little tiny pinch of monk fruit to take a little bit of the bitterness away. But I like the flavor of mocha, that coffee flavor. I never liked it. So yes, taste buds change. Some people have discovered that their back pain, if they had a pain with their leg or their back all their life, they suffered with some kind of issue, that when they went ketogenic, the issue disappeared or the negative symptoms drastically minimized. And that was the case with me. I suffered lower back pain since my mid-20s. I'm 57 years old. And when I went ketogenic, I noticed I wasn't getting this swelling in my lower back. I would get inflammation in my lower back. Every couple of months, I was almost debilitated. A few times I had to roll myself around in a chair and use crutches. I had a TENS unit that I would stick on my lower back and adjust the voltage to mask the pain that was so bad. And I admit that I took Tylenol and ibuprofen and all these back pain pills because it was really bad, guys. I had bad back pain and there was nothing that could be done. I have a teeter hang up. I hung upside down. I went to a chiropractor. I could go on and on for an hour right now explaining to you all the things I did to alleviate my back pain short of surgery. I didn't have any surgery. When I started eating ketogenically and I lost the fat in and around my liver, because that's the first place you gain weight when you're storing fat, is around your liver first and then your other organs, and then it spills over into other parts of your body. I lost my fatty liver from eating all the fructose, right? And that, I'm assuming, and I read a lot of articles that kind of shows that this is what I believe, might have been pressing on a nerve ending near my lower spine. And now that my fatty liver is not fatty anymore, it's not pressing on that nerve. I don't get inflammation. I don't get any swelling. I haven't had severe lower back pain in 4.5 years. Now, have I had an outbreak? I think I've had 2 in the last 4.5 years that were very minor and they were very short-lived. They lasted about 12 to 24 hours. I could still walk. I don't know what caused that inflammation. I don't know what the issue is, but eating a ketogenic way of eating has drastically improved my back pain, and many people will tell you the same thing. All right, another thing people have experienced besides losing weight is their obsessive compulsive disorders. Many people have minor, moderate, or pretty severe obsessive compulsive disorders. Now, a very minor example would be a person that constantly checks the front door to make sure it's locked. And they look at it 5 times during the day because they don't trust their memory. Did I lock the front door? That's minor. Some people wash their hands a little too frequently because they have this OCD of germs, which honestly, I could do a whole nother video about why you want healthy bacteria on your hands and to stop washing your hands so much. I think the key there is to stop putting your fingers in your eyes, ears, mouth, and nose. But I had a pretty moderate obsessive compulsive disorder ever since I can remember, since I was in first grade and earlier. And that was biting my nails and ripping my cuticles and taking instruments like a nail clipper and clipping it to fix it and sanding it and biting it again and spitting and biting it. I couldn't stop. It was perpetual. I had blood, I had swelling, I had calluses. I would take a Dremel tool and sand it all down to fix it, and then I would bite it again. I couldn't literally stop. I couldn't stop. That's the definition, or part of the definition, of an obsessive compulsive disorder. You're obsessed over it. It's compulsive. You can't stop. After eating for maybe about 6 months to a year of this ketogenic way of eating, I just noticed I don't have the urge to pick and bite and put my fingers in my mouth anymore. And my hands are healthy now. Now, I do keep them very short. I keep the nails as short as possible so that I don't have a tool to grab and pick. But I don't have this urge to bite and pick, which I did constantly. What a wonderful benefit. And I wasn't even trying to get rid of that because I didn't know I had an issue with that. Another one that some people have experienced, of course, is sleep. People have different levels of healthy sleep or disruptive sleep. And when you eat ketogenically, you sleep more soundly. You need less sleep, usually, when you're eating well like this, but your sleep is more sound. Another benefit other than weight loss is your bowel movements. When you're eating the standard American diet full of carbs and sugar and lots of fiber, you're moving your bowels very frequently, and it's a lot of volume. And you've been that way all your life. And you go through waves of constipation, diarrhea. Everybody has that, depending on what they eat. Lots of gas, lots of bloating, lots of smelly gas. When you start eating ketogenically, and more on the carnivore side, I'm a ketovore. I don't eat a lot of vegetable matter anymore. I eat mostly animal products, almost all animal products. I have some avocado. Sometimes I'll have some vegetables. I stopped all the nuts. I almost don't eat any vegetables or fruits. I have almost no flatulence. And the little bit of gas that I have does not smell. There's nothing fermenting down in my intestines because all I'm eating is meat. Isn't that interesting? And you also have smaller bowel movements because your body is using what you're eating, and there's less waste. There's no constipation. You just have smaller amounts and less frequent amounts, and you spend less time in the bathroom, and less cramping and less bloating, and you just feel better. I could literally talk for 10 hours about the benefits of eating the proper human diet. Those are just a few benefits other than losing weight. So other than weight loss, and it's a weight optimization diet, by the way, if you don't have to lose weight, you'll maintain. If you have to gain weight, you'll actually gain some weight until you hit your body's optimal weight. If you have to lose a lot of weight, which is what many people's concern is, you will lose all the weight. Your blood glucose stabilizes, your insulin stabilizes, all of your organs work better. I talked about brain, emotions. Before I leave you today, I'll talk about how the emotions are very level and stable and up. You feel happy more of the time than down. Now, we all get down from time to time based on events that happen in our lives, but it's not chemical and food related when you're down. A lot of people who eat a lot of carbs and sugar, they go through that roller coaster of emotions because the body is going through a roller coaster of stabilizing blood sugar with the glucagon and the glucose and the insulin, and it's just up and down all day long, especially if you're eating constantly and snacking constantly. I encourage you to eat ketogenically, which is animal products, beef, lamb, pork, poultry, fish, eggs, butter, beef tallow. Enjoy your food. Have 1 or 2 meals a day with no snacks and watch your body transform. Watch your mind transform and your emotions, and you will become the optimized version of yourself. As I always say, it's not just weight loss. There's a million other benefits. Check it out and take care.